Hello everyone, welcome to RAO'S Academy for Competitive Examination. In this video, we are going to discuss about the topics that are important under defense technology. Defense technology is the favorite topic of UPSC. Be it prelims examination or mains examinations, questions have been asked by UPSC from defense. For example, in 2023's prelims examination, there was one question on Agni 5 and BrahMos missiles. In 22's prelims examination, there was a question on Fractional Orbital Bombardment System, FOBS, which is again related to missiles. Then in mains examination, questions have been asked by UPSC on S-400 Triumph, anti-missile system procured by India from Russia. Right, so all these questions says that it points towards the fact that defense technology is an important technology. So what are the different topics that one should be aware of under defense? That is what we are going to discuss here. Let us start with the important topics. The most important topic under defense technology is of missiles. Missiles. And under missiles, firstly, you should be aware of two different types of missiles, that is ballistic missiles, and then second is cruise missiles. Ballistic missiles and second is cruise missiles. Now, what are the topics under this you should be aware of? Firstly, the concept. What exactly are ballistic missiles? What kind of engine is used for powering these ballistic missiles? Then their types. There are some important types of ballistic missiles based on their ranges. Short range ballistic missiles, medium range ballistic missile, intermediate range ballistic missiles, and intercontinental ballistic missiles. Right? Then examples. Especially Indian examples. They are important, right? And same kind of approach you should know, you should follow for cruise missiles. Conceptual clarity. What exactly are the cruise missiles? Cruise missiles are low altitudinal missiles. They are powered towards their target using jet engines. Then types. There are types of cruise missiles based on their speed. Subsonic cruise missiles, hypersonic cruise missiles, and supersonic cruise missiles. And then their examples. Right, so this kind of approach should be there for missiles. Apart from missiles, you should also be aware of anti-missile systems. Anti-missile systems. Right, for example, in India, we have our indigenous anti-missile system called as ballistic missile defense. But whenever you study missiles and anti-missile system, it is important to focus on current affairs. And if at all there is any missile or anti-missile system of other country that is in news, then you should be aware of that missile or anti-missile system as well. Because in 2018, THAAD, that is Terminal High Altitude Area Defense, an anti-missile system of the USA was in news, and UPSC has asked that question in 2018's prelims examination. And that's why it is important to know about these missiles, anti-missiles, if they are in news, be it of other country as well. Right? So that is about first missiles. Next is aircraft carriers. Aircraft carriers. So aircraft carriers are in news because of INS Vikrant. This is indigenously developed aircraft carrier, and that's why it is important topic from the exams perspective. But at the same time, you should be aware of other Indian aircraft carrier, that is INS Vikramaditya. INS Vikramaditya has been procured by India from Russia. It is not developed indigenously. Right, so that is about aircraft carriers. Then you should be aware of submarines as well. Submarines. Right? Submarines, their types are important. Which types of submarines are there? We have diesel electric submarines, and we have nuclear powered submarines. And these nuclear powered submarines are further classified into two. First is SSBN and second is SSN, submarine ship ballistic nuclear and submarine ship nuclear. Fine. Then there is one project going on called as Project 75. That project is important. Project 75 is the project between India and France, under which we are developing 6 Scorpion class submarines, of which 5 have already been commissioned, and the 6th one will be commissioned towards the end of 2023. And there is a follow-up mission called as Project 75I. That also is important from the exam's perspective. Fine, so that is about submarines. Next is warships. There are different types of warships that you should be aware of. First is missile destroyers. Second is frigates. And then corvettes. And there are different projects going on for the development of these warships in India. Those projects are also important. Then we have fighter aircrafts. Under fighter aircrafts, your focus should be on the latest fighter aircrafts like Rafale, and then LCA Tejas, Mark II, then there is Tejas Mark I, which is a medium combat aircraft, and other varieties, variants of Tejas. Then there are UAVs that are also important from the exam's perspective. And under UAVs, you should primarily focus on the UAVs used in military. When UAVs used in military become important. For example, For example, we have Netra, we have Rustam II, and there is one very important development going on in the field of UAV in India, and that is development of combat UAV in the form of Ghatak. Right, so all those current developments related to all these topics you should be aware of. Right, so these are some of the important topics, and again, after this, it is important to know more about the current developments in the field of defense, right? Because defense is a current inclined topic. For example, they have asked a question on S-400 Triumph. S-400 Triumph question was asked because it was in news during that particular year. And that news article was from the perspective of India. That news was related to India, and that's why it becomes important from the exam's perspective. Right, so more focus should be on current once you are done with static syllabus. So that is what you should do for defense technology. So that is about the approach that you should follow for defense technology. Thank you.